had a bunch of rain, and now the weather seems to be, the sun seems to be coming out. I need to get in here and check on all my plants. Got some tomatoes still growing in there. There you see them. Every time it rains, you always get so much more weeds. I think the rain has like natural nitrogen, feeds all the plants. I think I got a little, looks like, I don't know if, I gotta go check the tag. I don't know if that's, might be a baby pumpkin growing. Be my pumpkin or my butternut squash. I have all my squashes together. But everything still looks good. We lost Flash. I think I gave that notice earlier. So now we lost both our sheep, which was such a bummer. The boys were extremely upset. I feel like they kind of were just tired anyways from their dad being gone. Every time he's gone this long, they kind of have little meltdowns every once in a while. And David happened to call. We hadn't heard from him in a while, and he happened to call on, I think it was Sunday. We were coming back from our 4-H project. We still had Flash at that on Sunday. Today is Thursday. And I was driving, so it came up on my phone or the car so they could hear him. And they just had a meltdown. Drew had probably the biggest meltdown. He usually takes it the hardest. So I think just hearing his voice, they probably missed him. I know I missed him. I think you would think you'd get better. We've been doing this for about 25 years. I've been a fireman wife, and David's been a fireman. I can't imagine how it is for military wives. I mean, their husbands are gone for months at a time, and we're at just over 2 weeks. You think it would get easier, but I feel like the older I get, the harder it is. I don't know. I think when you're young, you don't have much money. We didn't have much money. And the overtime is always the best part of them being gone for long stints of time on a fire. I think you're young, I don't know, I guess you don't think about how dangerous it is, or you have little kids at home, so it's pretty distracting. My kids are obviously not totally self-sufficient. They're 11 and 12, but I mean, they're pretty self-sufficient. I don't have to, they could technically make every meal by themselves. It might be cereal and quesadillas or grilled cheese or frozen pizza for every meal, but they could survive. But sounds like UPS is coming. So I think that's a big part of it. That's kind of weird that now that I'm older, maybe because we don't need the money as much, or just money's not as important to you as you get older. I mean, I'm not that old, so I don't know. I think I just miss him more. So I know he's done. I know this is probably his hardest time being gone. And maybe it's just being here. I mean, we're in Montana. It's not for everybody, but it's pretty much our heaven. And we could live here and never leave. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting. So, I don't know. I better go get my package. But I think that's just interesting. It seems to be a lot harder this time. So the best part is I have a good garden, so I love spending time in that. That gives me peace, and I like sitting in there thinking. We still got these cutie patooties. Look at her. Hi, Miss Susie. The goats are pretty darn awesome, so we still have them. Yeah, I'm talking about you. And then we got these little precious. I always like the babies. Look how big the geese are getting. I think I'm going to take down their fence and they'll be free roaming. I think they've been introduced enough, so it'll be good. But I don't know. I think the perspective just seems a little bit different. So, but we'll get through it. Hopefully we'll hear from him soon. I think he's supposed to be done in a few days, at least from the fires, but I know he has a whole nother training week to do, so that'll be tough. I think this is the longest he's been gone in a really long time. So I need to go check on the UPS guy. He's just pulling in, but we'll get through it. We'll make it. We always do.